Before the video starts, I just quickly want to say that the audio is a bit scuffed. If you notice that I sound a bit different, then it may or may not be a voiceover. I might have possibly messed up in the recording. Give me a break, alright? It's my first time doing this type of video. But anyways, hope you guys enjoy. So, mangas. I haven't actually read a lot of mangas. I started reading manga because I couldn't wait for Attack on Titan Season 4 Part 2 anime adaptation. Wow, that's the longest title. And I've been an anime only because I didn't really have any interest in reading mangas. Because, you know, who the fuck reads, am I right? Until I meet people on the internet that don't know how to shut the fuck up. But nonetheless, I'm glad that I started reading manga. I watched Tokyo Ghoul a while ago when season 1 came out and I've followed it till the end. But my god, the ending crashed. I low-key regretted finishing the anime because I really love the concept of the world and the characters as well. Kaneki is still one of my favorite characters of all time. I mean, just look at him. Just look at this beautiful boy. I should have listened to the internet that I should just read the manga.
What? That makes no sense!
Probably does in the manga.
So, during 2021, I got heavily invested in mangas. I mean, I still haven't read a lot, only a handful. And today, I want to go over some of the mangas that I've read. From bad to weird to questionable, maybe? The first one is called Kuro no Shokanshi. Now, I'm gonna just say this. I love isekai. Hear me out. Hear me out. Isekai is such a cool concept to me. It all started when I first watched SAO. Oh my fucking god. SAO had a cool concept, but you know, shitty story. And I also love OP characters that would just OP for no reason. There's nothing wrong with me, I swear to god. Kuro no Shokanshi is a story about a guy named Kelvin who got transported to another world by the goddess of reincarnation Melfina. In exchange for losing his memories, Kelvin gets the ability of double growth, a few S-rank skills, and a summoning pact with Melfina. I mean, my man, am I right? But because Melfina is a literal goddess, making her a superior being, Kelvin has to level up and increase his MP in order to fully summon her. As the story goes on, he becomes a battle maniac to the point that his ability goes off the charts. Kelvin also made a summoning pact with a slime and a black spirit knight named Gerard. He ends up rescuing an elf named Ephil, aka Best Girl, by buying her from a slave trader and saving Sera, the daughter of the previous demon king who was being locked up in a dungeon, also known as Best Girl. He eventually becomes a candidate to become an S-rank adventurer, which resulted in other countries becoming alerted to this new power. Like every good isekai, eventually this guy gets a harem. I'm not a fan of that, I'm just saying. Maybe I am a little bit. Honestly, this manga is a very fun read. I really enjoyed the art style as well as the characters. So far, I only hate one character. I have every right to hate his guts. Long story short, this guy gets into a fight with Kelvin, but I'm not gonna go into spoilers. The story doesn't feel rushed, everything makes perfect sense, and the world building was amazing. If you're not an isekai fan, then this manga will probably just be another shonen manga for you. But I would recommend Kuro no Shokanshi to everyone because there's waifus. Do I really need to say anymore? For an isekai manga, I'd give this a 9 out of 10. But as a manga overall, I'd probably give it a 7. Moving on to the next manga, which is Kaiju number 8. Now, Kaiju number 8 was one of the first mangas that I've ever read. And just a quick warning before we continue, I might fanboy a bit here and there. In this world, there are monsters known as kaiju that roam around the earth and bring destruction upon humans. We follow our protagonist, Kafka Hibino, a 32-year-old man who works under the Professional Kaiju Cleaner Corporation, also known as a sweeper. I would rather write Professional Kaiju Cleaner in my resume than sweeper, that's just insult. But ever since he was a kid, he dreams of joining the Defense Corps in order to kill kaijus for a living, along with his childhood friend, Mina Ashiro. Nope, I'm not gonna say it. In the Defense Corps entrance exam, Kafka actually failed and decided to give up on his dreams and settled on becoming a sweeper. Professional Kaiju Cleaner. Mina Ashiro, on the other hand, after a few years being in the Defense Corps, she achieved the title and became captain of the 3rd Division of the Defense Force. Waifu material. When an ambitious 18-year-old recruit named Lino Ichikawa joins his cleaning team, Kafka is once again reminded of his desire to join the military. After an encounter with a kaiju during Kafka and Ichikawa's cleanup duty, Kafka encounters a small parasite-like kaiju that forces his way into Kafka's body, granting him the power to turn into a kaiju. This oddly sounds familiar. Abnormally strong and notable kaijus have code names to them, hence the name Kaiju number 8. This manga has such good art. There are some panels that are colored in, which makes it look like screenshots from an anime. To be 100% honest, I don't know if I want an anime adaptation for Kaiju number 8. It'd be really cool if the anime turns out really well and I get to watch kaijus fucking fight each other. But on the other hand, there's a chance that it might not do as well. But I guess there's more positive than negatives, right? I mean, if this manga is spreads to a wider audience, then I get to talk about it with people more often. Look, if you love art and love the concept of monsters, give it a go. If you're looking to OD on action, then it might not be what you're looking for. Don't get me wrong, all of the fight scenes were beautiful, but there aren't that many fight scenes yet. The manga is still ongoing, so I'm assuming that we will get even crazier fight scenes. As well as cool fucking kaiju. Honestly, I didn't fanboy enough. I could probably make a whole video on just kaiju number 8 because it's so good. From the characters, to the comedy, to the art style, just perfection. If you haven't read it, please go read it. I highly recommend. If you want to start on reading mangas, then I'd probably recommend this one. I'd give kaiju number 8 an 8. Get it? Nah, I'd give it a 10 out of 10, honestly. I think I'm slightly biased because it is one of the first mangas that I've ever read. Their art style is one of a kind to me, and I've never appreciated manga or anime's art as much as kaiju number 8. It sticks close to my heart. The last manga that I'll be talking about is a manga that I'm currently reading. Right now, I'm on chapter 14. Can you guess what it is? From my selections so far? Is it an isekai? Is it a shonen? Nah. It's Kaicho wa Maid-sama. Fuck's sake. Now, I love maids. I don't know what's up with maids. I just think they're cute as fuck, okay? There, I said it. I should have just done drugs.
Ohayo, Oni-chan.
But nonetheless, Maid-sama is very entertaining. I couldn't get into the anime at first because the style is very old school like. It kinda reminds me of Pokemon, but when I started reading manga, I stumbled across it and decided to give it a go. Seika High was once an all-boys, had recently become a co-ed school. However, the percentage of female students remained low, at about 20%. That is where Misaki Ayuzawa comes in. Yeah! Hell yeah! In the first year of high school, she worked hard in academics as well as athletics in order to gain trust in her teachers as well as her peers. She became the first female student council president and is known as the man-hating dictator among male students. Despite her high reputation, she secretly works at a maid cafe in order to fully support her family. If that's not waifu material, I don't know what is. I just realized I keep talking about waifus for all 3 mangas. But to put it simply, I love this manga. It has a very cute, wholesome story, but also a little pinch of drama. I can see why people have been talking about Maid-sama a lot, and I do plan on watching the anime after I finish the manga. It's no surprise to me that the franchise has survived this long. Whenever I talk about romance or slice of life anime, Maid-sama is always brought up, and we can't forget about our best boy Usui. I mean, just look at him.
私の名前はピーター・パーカー、スパイダーマンだ。
Low-key, this manga made me develop feelings for Usu. But overall, I'd give Maid-sama a 9 out of 10. It would be a 7 if it wasn't for me. So yeah, that's it for my manga discoveries. I do plan on making this a series, and I've been sort of talking about it over at Twitch, and it's been very fun making this video, so I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Right, I don't have an outro saying thingy, so yeah, see ya.